Restored Republic via GCR update as of November 8, 2018. The below was a summary of information from the internet. It would be up to the individual reader to do their own research and decide whether or not it was valid. Patience was a virtue. Having virtue was a sign of a good moral being. Good moral beings had the power to overcome evil and change the world. Judy, note the bottom line, rumors. Please do your own research. Several sources said the 800 numbers released would be this week. Tony claimed that Iraq could go any time between now and Sun. November 11th. Some said to be prepared to go November 11th. According to Pentagon sources, November 11th would launch a purge of the cabal. Some say there was now a back wall for release of November 14th. Hong Kong released funds October 31st. Some were said to have limited funds liquid. Release codes were at the banks and firm currency rates were on bank screens with a hold on them. There was rumor that the elections may have been rigged by the Obama and Clinton administration. See below articles. If paid rioters caused chaos, the National Broadcast System alert would be activated and it could lead to martial law. GCR announcement was expected soon. Lee Wanta was asking for collapse of the Federal Reserve. Who was Lee Wanta? See this trailer of a soon-to-be-released documentary about corruption of the Federal Reserve, Eagle Wanta. eaglian@awanta.com. Release of the 800 numbers would be through text, email, or posted on DC, www.dinnerchronicles.com web link inteldinnerchronicles.blogspot.com. The Big Call, Bruce, fairbigcall.net. TNT, twitter.com web link. A. Predictions, the below were different intel opinions, with dates changing daily. Week of November 5th, on October 31st some were paid limited funds, but were not fully liquid, with the expected release beginning the week of November 5th, which has now changed to a back wall of November 14th. November 11th, Q would publicly bring in the global currency reset, along with announcing the new quantum financial system. According to Pentagon sources, November 11th would launch a purge of the cabal with unsealing of the over 61,000 indictments, arrests of suspected criminals and their transportation to Gitmo. Also on November 11th Iraq would vote on all final 8 ministers. With the banks having new solid rates live on their screens with a hold on them, this could go between now and Sun. November 11th. November 12th, Tier 5, General Public, would begin exchanges, which now could have changed to all going at the same time. November 14th, some now say that the RV back wall may have been moved to November 14th. November 26th, private transactions to be liquidated on or before November 26th. Jan-February 2019, military tribunals. B. November 7, 2018 TNT call Ray, Tony, Topta.com web link. 1. In Iraq all final 8 ministers have been selected and they will be voted on Sunday, November 11th. 2. Today, November 7th, the banks reported that they had new solid rates live on the screens with a hold on them. 3. This could go between now and Sun. November 11th. C. November 7th, 2018 7:30 p.m. East. Biggest cover-up, Lee Wanta. Biggest cover-up, Lee want to update the 7th of November 2018 Denari recaps Trump. Okay, the election is over. Time to get to the massive RICO and Title 18 violations from former and current politicians. Time to expose the biggest cover-up in U.S. history, the non-Federal Reserve System. Time to release the stolen Wanta funds. Lee Wanta. DC. November 7, 2018 11:17 a.m. Q. Thanks, Sierra Q. Thank you, Patriots by Sierra, and Z. Q. Post number 2444, qntmpkts.keybase.pub. We got what we needed. Thank you, Patriots. Link, Senate means everything. Think judges, Supreme Court, and Cabinet. Dickless overrides all potential House blockades. Voters has ultimate authority. Military planned. No impact tree, ongoing investigations. Team is stronger pro. Q. 2. The link was tweet from Trump. Tremendous success tonight. Thank you to all. 3. IFSP, twitter.com web link. We got what we needed. 4. Q confirms, read, absorb, learn, trust. Breathe, faithful patriots. You did well. Thank you one and all. 5. Q. FISA brings down the house. In a recent post, Q refers to the house as the house of cards, and we know how easy it is to knock over a house of cards. E. November 7, 2018, 11:50 a.m. East Clinton election meddling. American intelligence media. Foreign election meddling, happening now. 1. Michael McKibben and Douglas Gabriel discuss layers and layers of corruption in the election process. PatriotsForTruth.org web link. 2. Most states use third parties out of country to verify election votes, a system set up by Hillary Clinton under the Obama administration. F. November 7, 2018, 11:21 a.m. East. Using election fraud to introduce the QFS, FIS1. Using election fraud to introduce the QFS, by FIS1. 1. What if the plan with this election is to get everyone to vote in front of the entire world? 2. Next, the MSM announces the election results that are later challenged because the electronic voting system is rigged. 3. Cybersecurity professionals come forth with evidence that the results are manipulated and there was widespread illegal and dead people voting, and network security professionals showing real tangible evidence of cyber tampering, because many honeypots and traps were set up. Note, when I voted today, I asked an election officials about how they count the votes. She said that they run them through 2 separate counting machines from different vendors. The likelihood that they be rigged exactly the same way is extremely low. If they don't end up with exactly the same results, the machines are seized and the ballots are saved for a recount. I asked if dead people can vote. They are checking signatures and only living persons are verified by the identity scanner. Sounds like QFS-like procedures to me. 4. Law enforcement and election officials have press conferences announcing the fraud and discuss the evidence, and culprits are caught red-handed and arrested on camera. 5. The American public that put their skin in the game feel personally victimized by the fraud and crime. Any remaining trust in government is shattered. Wronged voters demand justice. 6. Meanwhile, the integrity of stock market crashes and other US-based electronic systems are considered rigged. The markets are taken down or crash. 7. To solve the election digital fraud, unhackable systems such as the QFS are introduced using the problem reaction solution paradigm that everyone is used to use their tools against them. 8. Meanwhile, as the depth of the fraud and corruption is delivered in consumable red pills, people throughout the world demand change. A spoonful of sense makes the unbelievable go down. Instead of previous revolutions in world history, the real culprits are blamed, setting up for the tribunals. This time, there's no angry mobs because cybercrime is a diffuse target. Makes Hillary's servers and other cyber-based crimes more understandable. Deep state involvement in rigging everything comes to the surface to expose the shadow government. G. November 7, 2018. Finishing off the Fed, final wake-up call.info web link. H. In review, New Republic via GCR 235 points of fact as of June 3, 2016, New Republic via GCR 235 points of fact as of June 3, 2016.